How's it going, everybody? Adin here once again, bringing you yet more Strixhaven videos in the historic format. Today I'm going to bring you something slightly different. It's going to be a revamped version of our Selesnya Control list, so watch out for the deck tech in a second. But before we have a look at the deck, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and catch me on twitch.tv 5 days a week on the link down below. So this is our Selesnya Control revamped list. Make sure to catch in the comments down below our original list so you can compare and contrast what is new. But the main stakeholders of this list is to get the Llanowar Elf down as early as possible, which then allows you to get either into the Mammoth or the Lovestruck Beast. What you're aiming for is either a turn 4 or a turn 3 in some cases, the Great Henge. Once this is on the battlefield, you can start gaining life, you can start bringing in more and more huge monsters, and you can start drawing cards to really proliferate your board state. To help this along, we've got 4 copies of Collected Company, and for those Jund matchups, we've got a copy of Yasha. Now, in my experience, this is becoming less and less needed, but the meta is constantly shifting, so just keep an eye on this. In terms of the control elements, what we are looking for here is our 3 copies of Fairgrounds Wardens and our 4 copies of Skyclave Apparition. You want to either be casting these or getting them from the Coco so that when they enter the battlefield, they disrupt your opponent's board state. For example, in Gruul matchups, when they've got the enchantment god on the battlefield and it's attacking, if you were to remove at instant speed one of their other creatures, that will go back to being an enchantment, completely wrapping their board. Then you've got creatures on the battlefield which can then act as blockers as well. So really powerful. We are seeing a lot of enchantments and artifacts on the battlefield, and as such, 2 copies of the Knight of Autumn is excellent, not only in removing those artifacts or enchantments, but if you need it, making yourself a large attacker or gaining you life, especially in those mono red matchups. Talking about gaining life and also wrecking your opponent's graveyard, we've got 2 copies of the Scavenging Ooze. Now, what's really useful, we've got 2 additional cards in here which have been brought in from Strixhaven. The first is the Elite Spellbinder. This adds attacks onto your opponent's cards, and at instant speed this can be excellent if you hit it off of the Coco. And the second one is the Ephemerate. Now, this card works fantastically well with your Skyclave Apparition. So if you were to have 4 mana on the battlefield, 3 of which were white mana, you can hold control, you can cast a Skyclave Apparition, and with one of your opponent's creatures targeted, you hit the Ephemerate, and what you do is you get not only to capture a different creature, but because you never captured the original creature in the first place, it just gets immediately exiled. This card also works fantastically well with the Elite Spellbinder, and as I've seen in some matches, can be cast on the Llanowar Elf to protect it from removal so that your Lovestruck Beast can continue attacking. So all in all, an excellent piece of work here. In the sideboard, we've got 3 copies of Baffling End to deal with those mono green and those Gruul matchups, 2 copies of Rest in Peace to deal with the Rakdos Arcanist and also the Jund matchups. Heroic Interventions are 2 of to again deal with the control matchups that want to be wrapping your board, and also 2 copies of Archon. This is great when your opponent is really hammering home with all of those spells a turn. Jeskai, for example. 2 copies of the Redain, which really taxes your opponent's mana, and also if your opponent is playing that Rakdos Arcanist list, you can completely obliterate their 1/1s by casting this as the shield. 2 additional copies of the Prowling Sherapod. Now, what this enables you to do is stop all of your spells being countered in those blue-white matchups, and this works really well with 2 copies of Shifty T. Now, this card is excellent. You can hit him for 5 at instant speed. You can use it as an aerial blocker, and also if your opponent is making 1/1s on the board, as you'll see in that blue-white control matchup from the Castle Arden Vale, this has that added ability of trampling over that. So all in all, I'm very excited to play these out for you. Let's watch the games. Okay then, guys, so let's start with this. Oppo goes first. We've got a couple of lands, which could be good. I mean, get into one of an earlier creatures, I think we keep. Play down the Mammoth first. A Gruul list. Matching sleeves as well. We need to change our sleeves. Land, say go. Is Gruul becoming popular? Hulk Collector. Oppo leaving up a Stomp, perhaps? I feel they are. Interesting. I kind of don't want them to stomp my creature. So I'm going to play this down and pass. Stomp or Lightning Strike, right? Okay. Nice. Oppo's going to play this down, attacking for either 2 or 3, depending on if they've got a land. They do have a land, so it's going to be 3 damage going to feel here. Nice. Let's go in for a Spellbinder. This lets us have a little look at our opponent's hand. Collector Company, Bone Crush Giant. I mean, probably keep them off Collector Company for a while, right? So they've got to spend their entire turn hitting the Bone Crush Giant and they'll hit him for 7. Feels bad. Another land off the top and we can do a little bit of a trick with the Skyclave Apparition, which will feel excellent for us. Questing Beast, okay. Okay. Yikes. I mean, yep, let's take that. Really? Really? Come on, land. Land off the top. Nice. Beautiful. Right, so this is a little bit of a trick that we're going to do. So we're going to hit the white mana. We're going to fire in the Apparition. Autopay. Resolve. And we're going to focus on the Questing Beast. Then, in response, we hit this on this creature. And we resolve. Which fires it off before this trigger resolves here. So what we can do then is pick up the Pelt Collector. Beautiful. And this just gets exiled because it doesn't come back. It was never under the Apparition before it died. That's really important interaction. Oppo might be a little bit confused about that. Okay. So they use a Stomp. This comes out. They get a 2/1/1s. Next turn we can look for the Collected Company. Oppo could just play this down, right? Which would feel appropriate. Shocking it in. Playing the Bone Crush Giant. Attacking him for 2. They know that time is a... Oh no, attacking him for 1 rather. They know that time's kind of at the essence. Done. We'd not be in a position to cast that. I'm going to play this down as a land. And hopefully we need to cross our fingers for the Collected Company. Go do this before combat or during combat after it's been declared. What if they have an Embercleave? Embercleave's going to fire off regardless, right? Collected Company. Oppo's got something in response. So we're going to have to see whether or not we can just pull this off. This and this. So this fires, picks up this. What does Oppo have in response? A Stomp? Or it could be the Ruins, I guess. The Ruins is instant speed, right? Let's block this and this. If they do have an Embercleave, they have to use it. They do not. We raff their board. Feels good. Okay, Goblins. Call. Do I just play this down and eat, though? Like, is this more appropriate? Perhaps. Play this down tapped. I'm going to spend this turn just eating, gaining some life, growing. Feels good. And this. And we pass. Okay, back into it a little bit. Got 2 creatures to eat in our graveyard here. Oppo shocks this in, plays the Collected Company for 6 mana. It becomes really expensive. What do they get from it? We're hoping... I mean, that's enough. That's pretty decent, right? Target creature can't block. I mean, that's still pretty good here. Trade. Ooh, a Cocoa of our own. Do we go? Do we fire? Yeah, let's do it. Fairgrounds Warden Apparition. Oh, wow, nice. I mean... Let's go for here. Let's go for this. Beautiful. Take that away. And let's play down the Aspirant. Give the counter here. Attacking for all. Oppo's got to lose the Gallia. I mean, look how fast we came back from that. Excellent. They take 7. More creatures in the graveyard, by the way. Beautiful. So we take 2 damage from this. If Oppo decides to go down that line of play. Goblins. I mean, just block here, right? GG's. Okay. Let's go. Next game. Such a resilient list. Baffling Ends come in, I believe. The Scaboos was actually really, really strong there. Night of Autumn is great to get rid of the Embercleave, but is it a little bit too late? Perhaps it is. I think it is, and maybe just get rid of the Yoshan as well. I think there is a world where Archon works, but I think for our purposes, this is just perfectly fine. Let's, I mean, Heroic Intervention could be the one. Now, we haven't got a designated sideboard plan for this yet. Like, maybe let's put one intervention and get rid of the call, one call. Okay, so game 2 of the match. Absolutely nothing for us here. Mulligan? Really? Yikes. I think we have to keep, right? I think we have to keep. Maybe get rid of the Aspirant here. The reason being is that, you know, these are able to stabilize the board a little bit for us. Oppo with the Land Warrior off turn 1, they always have it. Okay, we're going to go for an Elf ourselves. Hopefully we get an untapped land next turn so we can play the Lovestruck Beast in and hopefully hold out for a turn for turn 3 Great Henge even. Okay, red mana, Pelt Collector. Stomp. Damn, nice. Nice little play there. Let's play this in. Let's get the 1/1. Okay, we're still on track. I mean, it's not ideal, but we're still on track. Bone Crush Giant. Opera attacks him for 3. No blocks. Come on, come on, come on. Baffling End. Drats. I mean, I think I'm kind of in a position where I have to, right? This provides me a blocker for all of their creatures. It means we can potentially get in for a Great Henge next turn. But then again, Oppo knows we've missed a land drop. Nice. Oppo just swings here. 7. I mean, let's take this. Come on, one time. Hmm. 3 damage? Can't really, can I? Gotta play it tapped. Take the Questing Beast. Could take this and remove that. That could be a shout. Let's remove the Questing Beast there. Has Oppo got removal for it? No attacks. If they were to buff this Pelt Collector, we're in trouble. let's put it that way. That's the line of play, though. That's the line of play. Oppo could have a Lightning Strike on the Wardens. It's definitely not the best move in the world. Could possibly have been Apparition there, in fact, you know? Because then if they do destroy this, they don't have a haste creature back. Yeah, perhaps that was the line of play. I just couldn't see myself taking 3, or taking 1 effectively, and only having 1 creature up to block with them having the potential to buff the Pelt Collector. Oppo's thinking. Do they go in for 7 with the Pelt Collector? Do they buff it with the Oasis? Wow. Wow. Nice. Let's block. Let's block. We get down to 3. Land off the top. No land off the top. Apparition. Take the Questing Beast. Hold back. How resilient are we here? How resilient are we? What do they have? Removal for the Apparition looks like it. Maybe a Stomp. Okay. Fine by me. Land. Mammoth. Interesting. Play the Mammoth down. Baffling End on the Spellbreaker. Ooh. Okay, no attacks. Let's pass. Henge next turn. If we get another land, we go Henge into... Okay. Galia. I mean, we've got blocks here, right? Interesting. Come on, I just need to keep the Lovestruck Beast alive. An untapped land off the top is absolutely chef's kiss for us here because... Okay, 3/3. Do I have to give them a 4/4? Trade that and I'm nowhere near again. Trade that and I am nowhere near. I think I have to. I think I have to. Drats. Okay, maybe we do get there. Maybe we get there a little bit slower than expected, but get there nonetheless. Okay, take this out of reach of Stomp. No attacks. We need Oppo to whiff for a couple of turns whilst I do my little thing. As daft as it sounds, Scavooze. Scavooze is good. Scavooze is really good. Oppo can buff this up here 3 times. Okay. Interesting. Spellbinder. Let's go. What am I actually doing here? Do I just want to buff this? Perhaps I do want to buff this, right? So this can block anything on the ground that's got trample and comes in. I'm going to say no attacks. Next turn we can get the Great Henge, providing this stays alive. Or 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think I can throw away this Spellbinder first. Right, we're still holding out for our land here. Okay, throw away this Spellbinder. Looking for some sort of removal on this. I mean, a capture spell. So an apparition. We're looking for. Wait, they've eaten them. Another Fairgrounds Warden. Okay, Oppo just going through here. Eating it up. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Nice. Block. I think Oppo tried to get us to triple block there. Very, very coy. Okay. Very coy. Another Llanowar Elf. Beautiful. Pass. What the counter on this? No attacks. Play the Henge. Play the Spellbinder. Gain some life. Collect a company off the top. This could be absolutely gas for us. I think I even give up the apparition here. Let's hope Oppo just doesn't have drawn Embercleave, because that's going to be bad news for us. I mean, if Oppo's drawn Embercleave, it's GG's no matter what, right? Well, they've got 1, 2. I could make it to 10. I wonder, do I just triple block? Triple block, get rid of it? Start again? I mean, let's face it. If I just block with 1 and they have Embercleave, it's GG's. You know? If I triple block and they just eat this and this, it goes up to 10. They could have a Stomp anyway. And I mean, I think I've got to go for it. I think I've got to go for it. The ordering. They wouldn't be ordering if they didn't have the Embercleave, right? Am I missing something? Maybe. I mean, so they do get a 4/4 back with this, and it's quite difficult for me to interact with, but I think I need to. Let's just hope we don't whiff with the collector company, right? Okay, they're looking in the graveyards. This is going to be eating something. Wait, no eating. Interesting. Interesting. Goblins. Okay, let me fire this off. Draw a card as well. Okay, land. I think I might just fire this off now, and then if I get anything else, I can play it, right? No, you're kidding me. Really? Really? Did we just whiff? Oh, I just whiffed with the cocoa. That feels so bad. So bad. Wow. That is just... It feels sickening. Okay. Here we go. Can't whiff with 2. Impossible to whiff with 2. Right, apparition and... Feels like I need both apparitions and I can double block. Okay, take this. Take this. Counters on both. Land. Land. Llanowar Elf. Draw again. Let's go. Oasis. Pass. Oh, die to Lightning Strike. Die to Embercleave, die to Lightning Strike. Let's go. Draw Spellbreaker. Okay. Block. Double block. Upper gets 2 1/1s back. Okay. Warden. Feels okay. Not amazing, just feels okay. I mean, I need to play it, right? I need to stem the bleeding somewhat. You're kidding me, right? I just don't understand. The amount of mana that I've been able just to accrue. Okay. Okay, so I've got a couple of these. 3/3 until the end of turn. Doesn't really work for us. Bonecrust Giant. Let's go. Oppo plays the Bonecrust Giant in. We're in a problem now. Okay. Okay, this is sorcery speed. Another land. Brilliant. Exactly what we're looking for there. I mean, I think Oppo's got to try and go for lethal here, right? Faster attacks. No blocks for me. Go down to 3. Gruul spell. I don't know why. That makes absolutely no... more land. Look at that. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I mean... what can I say? What can I say? Help Collector. Okay, nice. Faster attacks. Not attacking with all. Feels weird. I mean, it's GG's. GG's. How many lands did we draw there? Okay, let's go. Next game. We run it straight back. I mean, what we had there was absolutely perfectly fine for our needs. The Archon is useful, but it could be problematic in that if we do get into that situation, what we don't want to be doing is only being able to play down 1 card a turn after we get advantage from the Great Henge, where our opponent is also only playing 1 card a turn because they're just top decking. So that puts us at a really kind of huge disadvantage. Okay, play first. This feels fine. I mean, it feels weird. We've got our mana. We're going to a Llanowar Elf. Then we're going to the Elite Spellbinder and start to really curtail what our opponent can and can't do. Hopefully we get into some bigger creatures as well, so we can start putting a little bit of pressure on our opponent. I know this is more of a control list, but still, it feels a little uneasy at times. So what we're looking for here is to take our opponent off of Stomp and anything that kind of ramps them up. Okay, so exactly both of these. Take them off of Stomp there. And we pass. Happy to trade this off with the with the 2/2. Perfect. And the reason we're happy to do that is because we're going to be playing the Scav Ooze here. And instantly I'm going to be eating that and preparing myself to block, if they decide to do it, block the Gruul Spellbreaker. We've now got the monopoly on the graveyard, which is exactly what we want. Next turn we go for, okay, haste. Haste 1 time. Shame. Shame. Okay, eat up the Spellbreaker. Mana. Right, we're gonna have this in. Gonna knock an elf through, and we pass. Question is here: do I double block? No, I don't think I do double block, right? Because they can just hit the Stomp, which feels bad. Could triple block. Do I triple block 4 cards in the graveyard, then I just use the Scav just to buff myself? Interesting. That is really interesting, actually. I think I do that, you know, because that's another 3 life. It's a larger creature. I mean, we're not really using the elves at the minute, are we? I think Oppo's thinking the same. And that uses Oppo's entire turn as well. The turn after, we can just attack him for 7 and, you know, deal a lot of damage. 8 even. No, 7. I think that's what they're thinking, you know. Nothing from our opponent. Interesting. Llanowar Elf, say go. Pass to attacks. Going in with the Mammoth here. 5 damage. Lovestruck Beast him. And play down the Heart's Desire and the Beast. Okay. Interesting. Oppo got Embercleave. They must have Embercleave here, right? They must have Embercleave. We need to start getting a little bit of removal. An array of mountains. 6 mana. Okay. 3, okay. 5. Are they just playing down the Bonecrush Giant? Interesting, if so. Perhaps they're looking at a double block on the Lovestruck Beast? I mean, this just feels good for me, right? This just feels good. In that I can attack him with this and this. Start putting pressure on our opponent. I mean, I feel they've got to block one, right? They've probably got to block the Mammoth. I can buff this for 2 then. Wait, they're doing this? Have they got some sort of fling effect? Magma Spray. I mean... Okay, so it exiles it, right? I'm going to eat this up straight away. I've got no time for that. Okay, end the turn. So now this should block anything that our opponent has to throw at us. The Mammoth's still alive, which is really surprising. Has Oppo backed themselves into a wall here? Burn Tree Emissary. Okay, so maybe they're short on the green mana, which I suspect they're going to use to throw in the Questing Beast. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, pass to attacks. Now, do I trade this and this? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I think I do. I think it's such a powerful creature, right? I think it's such a powerful creature. Let's just eat the Magma Spray just in case. Beautiful. They've still got something. Interesting. Stomp or okay, goblins. Nice. Spellbinder is awkward. I'm going to attack in here for the Mammoth. Is it an easy trade for them? Okay. And I think I'm going to play this down. It gives me like an attack in the air. It gives me a block here. I mean, I probably double block this. Single block this. Oppo's on a 4-turn clock in the air. I mean, if they've got the Embercleave, then fair play, you know what I mean? In fact... Yeah, in fact, if they have got the Embercleave, then let's just let them go for it. We'll take 6. Interesting. Coco? Probably a Coco, right? Probably a Coco. So let's attack him with this. And I'm going to throw this in. If it is a Coco, Oppo's got to kind of throw this down now. See? Easy. Easy game. Now this is interesting. This actually is interesting. Oh no, because Oppo can start eating with the ooze. That was a great top deck for them. That just puts pressure on me. Okay. So we've got one, just got one more, 2, 3 actually. Wow, okay. A few more than we thought. few more than we thought. Okay, Oppo's eating up there. We've got some chump blocks. We've got some chump blocks. I mean, I think I just put the pressure on our opponent in the air, you know? Like, they can't attack him with loads of stuff. Let's take 5. If it goes down to 4 there. So they've got to eat these 2 end of turn and do something else. Questing Beast. Right. Is this just it? Is this us done? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I block this. We take damage. GG's. Oppo eats 1. We attack him for 6. Chef's kiss. Good game, Tyler. Just show them we have the cocoa here. Yeah, they weren't fussed about seeing that. Let's go. Okay, so no, we can't keep this. No land. Seems to be a running theme with this list. Let's keep. Probably get rid of the Oasis for now. And we're going to play down the Temple Garden. Work our way into the Aspirant. Interesting colours already here. Tap land. Okay, let's work our way into the Aspirant. Oppo might have a shock here. Oh no, it was a sensor. Okay, interesting. I'm always happy to get a sensor out of Oppo's hand, especially when we are so tight on kind of mana here. Shocked in the 3. Anger of the Gods. Wow, okay. Is this us? Really? Let's go Knight of War to make it for 3. More land. If Oppo's got Wrath effects, I don't really want to spread myself over the board, you know? Ah, okay. So they work their way in, which they could have now. They work their way into a... or remind me. They work their way into the 5/6, which flashes in, which can play this. Just gas. It literally is just amazing. Yeah, and they've got it as well. I think they've got it. Okay. Transfer Gear Hulk. There we go. I mean, come on. Kills my creatures. Makes a 4/4. I mean, I take this, right? Narset. No card draw, by the way.
My prowess is I am just the trick for this.
A sensor. Apparition. Takes out the Narset. Sorry, coming. Yikes. Pass. Pass. Give them another free draw. Logic Void's taking us to school here. Narset of the Ancient Way. Plays it down. Probably kills the Warden here, right?
Victor, to open the
No.
mind, you must first open the heart.
4 mana. We're going to go for Spellbinder. Oppo probably with another counter spell. No. Hold the Multiverse. Let's go. I think I'm fine passing. I think Oppo is going to cycle the sensor. Oh, they cycle the land. Okay, nice. Oppo's perhaps learned that we are on tight mana, so they're kind of happy keeping the sensor in hand, which I can see. I can understand that.
Flow like river rapids.
No, they just wanted it as a ping damage. Okay, that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna try the apparition here. Oppo with a counter spell, perhaps? No, we're gonna take the Narset there. Take the Narset, stop them gaining life.
How overwhelming.
And we pass. Our deck doesn't really come back from this, I must admit. I hold the multiverse. 6 mana, scry 2, draw 2 cards. I mean, it's still good, right? Still good. Oppo's got a full grip again. All the land in the world. Lightning Helix seems good. Gain 3 life. Gain a 4/4. Attacking for 5. I think we need to block. Mammoth. Opens up to the call. Behold the multiverse. I think this is GG's. Scry 2 to the top and draw both. Shock the landing. Takes 9. Tefers. Yeah, I mean, this is just GG's. They've got a gas deck here. We're not playing any more of that out. Okay, so the question is, how do we combat it? And the answer is very difficultly. Got the Ceratops. Got the Ceropod. Heroic Intervention seems good. Ephemerate is not so good here. Scavoo seems poor. Spellbinder is excellent. Yoshan, poor again. Take out 1 call here. And do we like the Archon? Archon slows our opponents right down, right? Because of that, we can probably take out the Warden. The Warden seems quite bad against this list. So let's go for a double Redain here and maybe take out an Apparition as well. This feels good for me. Hopefully Oppo's not going to be doing anything from the... Ah, no. No, they are, aren't they? Ah, but they do cycle it on 2. Or discard it on 2. Play first. Feels good, actually. Feels really strong. Let's go for a Temple into the Elves. Into the Redain. Temple Elves Redain seems good. Okay. Turn to Redain and just work our way in. Night of Autumn, let's go. Okay. This is good. I mean, we don't want Oppo. Actually, no, if they have got a Wrath effect, we're pretty okay, right? Because the way things are shaping up. Memory Lapse puts it on the top. I mean, I'm more than happy drawing this next turn. Like, I don't rate Memory Lapse at all, in all honesty. But that might just be me. Right. Let's go for a Night of Autumn here. I mean, we could be overextending. Oppo has only shown 1 red sensor. Okay. I mean, seems okay. If they hit red and do Anger of the Gods, I mean, that's just going to be GG's, right? I wanted to get that down so that I could protect the Redain. On retrospect, okay. An interesting one here. Let's try and go for the Great Henge. Has Oppo got a counterspell? Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go. Getting the Great Henge down against this opponent is excellent. They discard that. They can play... they do have the mana for the 5/6 this turn. Assuming they have a land, of course. But, like, creating this treasure token is just excellent. It does everything they need. There we go. Pass. Like, a part of me thinks, do I just do this? Like... Is this the play here? Sacrifice the desert. Lightning Helix. I'm going to go for this as well. Sacrifice the desert. Forcing our opponent here. Okay, 7 damage is good if we can hit this in. Because that puts us on lethal next turn. Oppo cycles the trio. Let's go. I mean, they could spend all turn making a 1/1 Narset. Now they can't. Now they've got to grab something from the top.
Hone your
What is it? Ah, lightning helix. There we go. Oppo's got it. Deals 3 damage. Okay, cool. Let's go for the apparition on the Narset here. Gives it a buff. Take out the Narset. Allows me to draw.
Won't forget our time together.
Nice. Oh, wow, really? No, why would you tap me like that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Aspirant. Draw. Buff. Attacking. Let's go. Diversifying our threats. We've got another apparition next turn. Land. Nothing. Let's play the elf. Heroic Intervention is just exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. Diversify our threats. And attack in. Lightning Helix. Let's give protection. Ooh, okay. Heroic Interventions seem excellent. Okay. Do we go for the Rest in Peace then? I mean, it doesn't look like Oppo like drastically needs it, but I mean, I can see how it can be valuable. I don't think we do. It's a tricky one, but I don't think we do. Sacrifice this artifact to create 1 mana. Like, there is scope to slide the Yoshan in there, you know. I can see the value of that Yoshan. Maybe take out an apparition. Because then they can't sack the treasure tokens. And it also thins out our list a little bit. You know, make a 4/4 or a 5/5 if we've got the henge down. Feels good. More than happy to keep this. Let's go. Very excited here. So land, elf. Turn 2, Lovestruck Beast. Turn 3, Great Henge. Let's go. Unless Oppo's got removal, of course. Which they have. I mean, forces the situation, right? I think I'm going to play this in tapped. So, looking for a turn 3 Lovestruck Beast instead. Coco. Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, so turn 3 Lovestruck Beast. Turn 4 Great Henge. We avoid the Censor. Feels good. Has Oppo got a removal for the Lovestruck Beast here? Wrath of God, they do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go for a... Let's play this in tapped. And let's go for an Elite Spellbinder. It can't get countered, and we can get a kind of a sneak peek of our opponent's hand here. Memory Lapse, Gearhulk. So Gearhulk they can't cast this turn, but they can cast the Memory Lapse. Both things are good, right? Both things are good. What's going on here? Lightning Helix. I mean, I think for me, it's actually get rid of the Memory Lapse. Or, I mean, so they still have it, but they just have to pay more for it. So it kind of wastes their entire turn as well. Oppo's going to go for the Rip Apart here. Feels good. Feels bad, but feels good for them, I guess. Chucking that in. But I just keep going with the creatures. Try and like just shut their entire hand. Ooh, what's Oppo got here? Is it another Memory Lapse? Censor. I've got enough to pay for it. Fantastic. And we're having a look at Oppo's hand here. Another Memory Lapse. So let's get rid of this Torrential Gearhulk. Make it just more difficult for them to cast. We can start dinking in some damage here. Okay. Feels okay. Let's pass to Oppo. Like if they go for a Fairy or something, they pass. Then we're going to go for a Coco here. Oppo's going to Memory Lapse it. We can just fire it off again this turn. Okay. I mean, combat feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You know what? I'm actually fine. Let's progress. Land. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can fire this off actually. We're going to go for the Torrential Gearhulk, merging it with the Memory Lapse. Maybe I should have done this on their upkeep. Sensor. Oh, very good. Very good. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's good. I like it. Right, so let's get the Archon in. And we can start dealing damage. Let's go. Goes on 11. No blocks. Apparition. Just as a blocker for now. See, that's an interesting one because they've put themselves in a position whereby it's like, well, okay. Can I win if I play this now? Wait, what? Say no more, Oppo. Say no more. GG's. Let's go. Okay, so this is actually the first time that we've been presented with some half-decent mana to go with our list. I think we can keep this. Double white, technically. Some green as well. Black. Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's see what Oppo's really afraid of here. Sultai list, perhaps. Oppo? Looks like I'm casting the Heart's Desire turn 1. Nice. Let's go. No harm in shocking this in. I mean, to be fair, if we don't draw anything for turn 2, we just play this down, right? Base Mind Tome. That's a target for the apparition, I guess. They're scrying early doors. Okay. Understood. Understood. One to the bottom. Mammoth tapped. I think we have to go Mammoth tapped, right? Open us up some more green mana. Attacking for 1. So we do lose the apparitions next turn, but we can fire off the Spellbinder instead. Oppo could draw a card here with the tome. Ooh. Ooh. Let's play this down. Let's attack in. And let's go for a Spellbinder. So this is good because even if Oppo's got a removal spell, which I thought they might have, they do. They do. Right, let's take rid of the Kaya. Okay, so if we'd have been able to play the Lovestruck Beast down there, Oppo would have hit the removal spell on the 1/1, so we wouldn't have been able to attack him with this. As it stands, we've got 4 damage coming in next turn. Very good. We can remove that with the Apparition. Both things like that. Oh, not the deck too much. Only running 1 of each, perhaps. Of interest. Okay. Paid 3 life. Not too happy about paying that 3, but. Okay, we're going to take the Asham. Oppo scries. I mean, they're going to shock probably the Apparition next turn, right? Oppo's down to 12. Come on, let's see that resilience. We can, next turn, if we get another white mana, we could do the trick where we hit the Apparition on... Oh, they had the Oath of Kaya from the list. Okay. I mean, nothing I can do about that. You know? Oppo draws. No, just puts the second one down. I mean, there's still... Ah, Coco. Coco's nice. Coco's very nice, actually. Okay, let's deal some damage while we can. Is Oppo going to spend all turn hitting this Oath of Kaya? Perhaps. Okay. That's a huge turn. They did it. On the Elite Spellbinder, I assume. Interesting one, this. Do I preserve it? I think I do. Think I do. Let's have a gander at their hand. Anything of interest? Get rid of that. I mean, obviously, they can still play it. Probably double block these as well, right? Actually, no, let's not double block. Why should I? Rebound. We can decline this time. Decline this time. Wow, 2 Cocos. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So Oppo is gaining life here. I mean, we just flood the board with our Cocos, I think. Like, try and avoid a Wrath if at all possible. Oppo's forgot they've got the activations for the Tome, so it's taking them a little bit longer than usual. Might give them the... Oh, I was going to give them the Your Go, but it's going to be a bit rude. Okay, so fire it off to our opponent. They're scrying. They're going to... I assume they want to wait and then fire this off where they can draw a card as well, just to get maximum value, which is definitely a line of play which I would endorse. Okay, draw a card. So perhaps... Are they going to fire this off? Maybe. Shocking it in. Handing of the Old Gods. Oppo says, oops. I mean, it's not really oops though, Oppo, you know? Like, it's not... It's not really oops. It's more of a, you were able to get the cards that you wanted. Back to company. Nice. Anything in hand? Let's have a nosy. Oh, another binding. Beautiful. Okay. So nothing from Oppo here. We can just go straight in with the damage, I think. Next to attacks. Lovely bit of play here. Wrapping Oppo's board as we go. And what do we think here? Like, realistically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Realistically, I think I just played this. And the Llanowar Elf. Now, keep the Llanowar Elf in hand, right? Realistically, I think I play this. Because it puts our opponent under some pressure. Like, yeah, they can gain some life. But equally, like, what are they going to do? You know, they can only play one of these this turn. They can only play one of these. And I kind of guess it's got to be aimed towards this human. One down the bottom. Okay. Right. So what, they kill the... Oh, Extinction Event, really? Yeah, Extinction Event's good. Extinction Event's good. I mean, great top deck for them, right? Great top deck. Okay. Go with this. Lay Llanowar off down. And we're going to start getting into a little bit of chip damage here. Beautiful. Oppo draws for turn. Gains another 4 life. Let's go. Okay. We want this to be a really impactful collected company. Okay. Is Oppo going to play any of these cards down? Blossom. Okay. Anything more from our opponent? This instant? This instant. Wow. Lovestruck Beast. Lovestruck Beast and an Apparition, let's say. Take away this. Let's go. Night of Autumn seems good. I mean, it kills the Oath. Stack in here. Dum dum dum. 3, 3, 3. I think here, actually, I go for a... I think I go for Scavoos here. And I'm going to fire this off now. What the Scavoos allows me to do. So I'm going to buff one of them, just in case they've got like a little dink. For 2. Okay. So what this allows me to do is if they're able to kill this, which we know they have the ability to, but it's going to take their entire turn to do. Oh, interesting. Yeah, makes a thing. Okay. Okay, they make a 2/2. Have they got another removal for maybe like the Scavoos or something? Bindings, drats. Really? This is going to be the... Oh, it's going to be the Lovestruck Beast. No, it's going to be the 1/1, surely. Surely. I mean, it could be the Ooze. Ooze feels wrong. Ooze feels wrong. Okay, on the off chance that our opponent has like any recursion synergies. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. They play a land. Nice. Right, so apparition doesn't work, right? We've established that. So we're gonna go in for lethal here. And what do? I mean, I feel in the way I need to rebuff. Let's get the Knight of Autumn in. And I'm going to destroy this Oath of Kaya, destroy target artifact of enchantment. So the reason being, if Oppo's got anything that kind of, like a Yorion or something stupid, you know? Keep this in case I've got to discard. And we should have enough here, right? We can avoid Wrath effects. Knight of Autumn, gain 4 life. Okay, apparition comes in, we give up with the GGs. Okay, nice. Nice little play there. We kept it simple, we kept it safe, and ultimately it pulled off for us. So, I like the hasty creatures here. Like, the intervention seemed good. Baffling Ends seem useful. As do these. Ephemerate is fine, I think. Let's get rid of the Yoshan here. Maybe one call. I like the Knights. In fact, I like all of these cards. Maybe it's the Ooze that we don't need, perhaps. And maybe thin down on a... I mean, no, because all these cards are great. It's just that extra little bit of removal that we needed just so we can force through the damage, you know? Maybe take out another call and just run it as 61. I think that's fine. The mana should be stable enough to hold that. So let's have a look, see what's going on here. If we can take it to 3 wins, that would be awesome. 3 land, seems good. Let's go. In fact, 3 land seems fine. Lovestruck Beast. So we kind of want to hit the call down tapped next turn, right? Is the play, hopefully. Oppo's got something. Aggressive. Very aggressive to hit the eliminate on that. Let's get another one in. We've got double Lovestruck Beast now. But I mean, there is a world where we fire off the Elite Spellbinder just in case we've got a Wrath. Knight of Autumn, okay. So I don't think they're going to have a Wrath now, right? No attacks. I mean, they could have, like, Binding of the Old Gods. Baffling End. Baffling End's aggressive. Oppo attacks him for 4. Something more. Thoughtseize or a land? Land. Okay. I like another Lovestruck Beast here. Okay, so no more, no eliminating hand at the time. Oppo's got 4 cards. Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's go. Let's go. An interesting one, this. I think I've got to kill the Elspeth Conquers Death here. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. And then pass. We'll leave these creatures just to all trade. Yoshan, nice. Thins out their lists. One of each land. Tap land. Happy trades. Hopefully they haven't got something to ping me, right? No. Okay. Feels fine. Let's go with an... Let's go with an apparition here. Could do this in double trade. Like, because this makes us a... In fact, this is really interesting. Because doing this means that I'll get a... this means I'll get like a 3/3. I actually like this. It means I'll make a 3/3, right? So I diversify my threats. Okay. Pass 2 attacks. Interesting. So, having said that, let's go for an aspirant. Oppo's got something. I mean, it could be this, actually. 1, 2, it could be that. Interesting. Do I go for the Elite Spellbinder? Let's pass. See if Oppo wants to take... You do not. Okay, let's go for this. Let's go for this. Let's be a little bit coy. Oppo's not going to activate the castle lock for you and take 5, surely. Ooh, Yori on the way. I mean, they can obviously cast it next turn, but it's going to take their entire turn, right? Take 4. Ooh. So next turn we go Grey Henge into the intervention. Do I trade off? No. Wall of Blossoms, draw a card. A Yorion that they didn't have to cast. Wow. No attacks there, by the way. Things like they'll dick some more. I think they're running another one of each. Oh, no, because a forest there, so just a plane's going to come in. Coco. So we get a little bit of a buff here, right? No attacks. I'm going to play this in. And we're going to pass, leaving up the heroic intervention. So hexproof and indestructible. Thank you very much. We can make some good blocks here as well if Oppo does decide to attack. That was cool. Okay. Okay. We can take 4 here, right? Let's say no blocks. That's the damage. My turn. Okay, I'm going to hit the Collector Company. And what do we have? Lovestruck Beast, Aspirant, all garbage. If we're being honest. Okay. Go for Baffling End. Here. And pass. Put a couple of counters on. One here. In fact, let's put both counters on here. Attack him with this. Get 1 damage through. Don't mind if I do. And we pass. We hold up the heroic intervention. Seems good. Oppo could have some targeted removal as well. Get both out of Oppo's hand. Pass to attacks. That's the blocks. I mean, Oppo's got another one of these to cast, right? I feel I'd just get rid of it here. Oh. Ooh, wow, really? Really? Are you scooping there? I don't know. I don't know. Wow. Okay. GG's, Oppo. GG's. Heroic intervention came in clutch. Play first. Okay, so we're gonna elves and I think this is fine, right? I think this is fine. Do we fire off a Knight of Autumn straight away? Which Loris is this? Ooh, something new. Something new, removal. Clever Luminance, what's this doing? Okay, I feel I'm gonna need some big blockers here already. So this is the list that kind of really buffs and attacks him, right? Understood. Dreador Arcanists. Can we capture the Dreador Arcanist? We can. Feels good. Right, so let's go for this on the Arcanist. And we will play an elf and attack him for 4. Beautiful. Plenty of mana here. We probably will give one of these up so we can buff the Scavies if Oppo decides to go down that route. But in all honesty, I can't see them attacking him with this Luminancer. Leonin Light Scribe. Whenever you cast a copy of instant or sorcery, it gets +1/+1 to the end of the turn. Some interesting cards here. So Oppo's obviously got an instant or sorcery now, so they're waiting for me to attack him with a Knight of Autumn, right? They get a 2/2 back. You know what? What is it though? Don't know what it is the problem. Okay, let's try. Let's throw this in front and see what Oppo's got up their sleeve. Because if it's removal, like both our creatures die and this stays alive. Okay. You see? Important. Okay. So, let's go with both of these. I mean, that's 6 damage. Pay this in. And you know what? I'm actually happy throwing the Llanowar Elf in front as well. End the turn. Give this a buff. We've got one thing we can eat up. Oppo's down to 10. Okay. Pass to attacks. Oh, wow, okay. Pass to a block. Or more block here, right? Or maybe even here. Nah, we're not going to lose both, surely. Nah, there's just one. I mean, if they can kill me from this position, I will be impressed. I'll be in awe. Okay, we're gonna eat. Okay, 4 and 3. They get to draw. I mean, is Oppo just dead next turn? Like, are they in like just a really bad position here? I mean, they've got to play something more down, right? They've got to play like another creature. Surely. Kind of makes me a bit cautious about attacking with the apparition. A scoop. Wow. I think they were a little bit too aggressive. I think they're used to kind of just hitting through and maybe opponents not taking that much, you know? So the Baffling End seemed great. Vimarate seems good. The Archon, I think, will be impressive here. Even though it was good, I think we don't need the Knight of Autumn. And maybe the Yoshong. I mean, the Yoshong's a big body, but again, I don't think we need it. Take out one call and maybe also... Maybe one aspirant. And let's run out like this. Hopefully we can pick up that 100% win streak, that 4 out of 4 games. No mana. What can I do? Mulligan. Mulligan again. Keep. Henge and the Spellbinder. This sucks. This really sucks. Okay. Okay. Working our way in towards a collected company, I guess. Oppo knows we're going to be short on mana, so if they did have removal, this was a prime target there, I must admit. Shadow Darkness. Okay. White mana. Aspirant. I think I'm going to put the counter on this. The reason being is that if Oppo is going to remove a creature, it's probably going to be this, right? Working my way up to the collected company. Claim the Firstborn. Wait, they get a copy to claim the Firstborn? What do they do with it? Show of Confidence? Vigilance, Trample, Counters, Show of Confidence, Counters, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, I'll take. Wow, that's yeah, that's good. that'll do it every time. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit the apparition. I mean, I've got no time for this, you know. Gonna hit the apparition. Gonna try and protect the apparition as well and hit him for 3 damage. I mean, that was just impressive. What does this card do? Let's read it. Whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery you cast this turn. You may choose new targets for those copies. Yes, that's good. I don't think we can afford to shock this, you know. So I'm going to play it in tapped. And I'm going to put the counter on this to really take it out of kind of Lightning Helix way. We get in for 6, and I'm going to pass. Oppo could play this, but they've got nothing to play with it. I mean, are they just thinking they need removal here? Maybe. Loros. In. Pass. Coco. Who's in the Warden? Kind of like both of these. Okay. Go for the baffling end. We've got this, which I think will do GG's. Yeah, so this would protect the Lanarolf, which is one of our kind of concerns. So yeah, very impressed. Let's go. So there we have it, guys. 4 wins out of 4. This deck is absolutely insane. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the list. And for those of you who've got to the end of the video, in the description of this video, there is a brief code for another pack of Strixhaven. So make sure to catch that out. Let me know what you impact from it down in the comments below. So I've been Ardeen. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to give it that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified about our future videos. And as always, catch me on twitch.tv 5 to 6 days a week on the link down below. Until next time, stay safe and I will catch you again later.